Hello, welcome to the Gripe TV. I am your host, JP Forte. Today is the 4th of July, July 4th, Independence Day. This is the day that we celebrate when we declared independence from British rule on July 4th, 1776. And this is also the day that we like to get together, have a barbecue, and shoot off some fireworks, and celebrate our independence and freedom, and all the many civil liberties and all the different freedoms that we enjoy. But unfortunately, in recent years, it seems that we are having less and less to celebrate about our country. Don't get me wrong, I love this country. But I have noticed that our country in recent years has been falling into decay. And what really concerns me is that nobody seems even the slightest bit concerned about that. I mean, we've got corporate special interests and crooked politicians that are stripping us of all of our civil liberties and freedoms. And while all this is happening, we just seem to put ourselves in a state of denial. And anytime somebody says that, you know, there's a problem with our country, you know, everybody just seems to go off on them, you know, don't say that, this is the greatest country in the world ever, you know, and we just put ourselves in the state of denial. And, you know, we got to stop that, you know. We have to admit that there are problems before we totally lose everything. What I'm going to do is I'm going to play a soundbite from an episode of HBO's Newsroom, and I'm going to come back after that and I'm going to basically explain, you know, what I think that whole clip was about. Okay? So I'm going to play this for you and I will be right back.
Go ahead.
Hi, my name is Jenny. I'm a sophomore and this is for all three of you. Can you say in one sentence or less what... you know what I mean. Can you say why America is the greatest country in the world?
Diversity and opportunity.
Lewis?
Freedom and freedom. So let's keep it that way.
Will?
The New York Jets.
No, I'm going to hold you to an answer on that. What makes America the greatest country in the world?
Well, Lewis and Sharon said it. Diversity and opportunity and freedom and freedom.
I'm not letting you go back to the airport without answering the question.
Well, our Constitution is a masterpiece. James Madison was a genius. The Declaration of Independence is, for me, the single greatest piece of American writing. You don't look satisfied.
One's a set of laws and the other's a declaration of war. I want a human moment from you. What about the people? Why is America
Not the greatest country in the world, Professor. That's my answer.
You're saying...
Yes.
Let's talk about...
Fine. Sharon, the NEA is a loser. Yeah, it accounts for a penny out of our paycheck, but he gets to hit you with it anytime he wants. It doesn't cost money. It costs votes. It costs airtime and column inches. You know why people don't like liberals? Because they lose. If liberals are so fucking smart, how come they lose so goddamn always?
Hey.
And with a straight face, you're going to tell students that America is so star-spangled awesome that we're the only ones in the world who have freedom?
Canada has freedom. Japan has freedom. The UK, France, Italy, Germany, Spain, Australia, Belgium has freedom. So 207 sovereign states in the world, like 180 of them have freedom.
All right.
And yeah, you, sorority girl, just in case you accidentally wander into a voting booth one day, there's some things you should know. And one of them is, there is absolutely no evidence to support the statement that we're the greatest country in the world. We're 7th in literacy, 27th in math, 22nd in science, 49th in life expectancy, 178th in infant mortality, 3rd in median household income, number 4 in labor force, and number 4 in exports. We lead the world in only 3 categories: number of incarcerated citizens per capita, number of adults who believe angels are real, and defense spending, where we spend more than the next 26 countries combined, 25 of whom are allies. Now, none of this is the fault of a 20-year-old college student, but you nonetheless are, without a doubt, a member of the worst generation ever. So when you ask what makes us the greatest country in the world, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Yosemite? Sure used to be. We stood up for what was right. We fought for moral reasons. We passed laws, struck down laws for moral reasons. We waged wars on poverty, not poor people. We sacrificed. We cared about our neighbors. We put our money where our mouths were, and we never beat our chest. We built great big things, made ungodly technological advances, explored the universe, cured diseases, and we cultivated the world's greatest artists and the world's greatest economy. We reached for the stars, acted like men. We aspired to intelligence. We didn't belittle it. It didn't make us feel inferior. We didn't identify ourselves by who we voted for in the last election, and we didn't scare so easy. We were able to be all these things and do all these things because we were informed by great men, men who were revered. First step in solving any problem is recognizing there is one. America is not the greatest country in the world anymore. Enough?
Now, did everybody listen to what the man was saying? I know there are some who might take that as an insult to the country. But in truth, that's not where he was going with that at all. What he was saying is that the sooner we admit that there are problems, or that there is a problem, the sooner we can start moving to fix it. Now, the sooner that we can admit that our country is not what it used to be, and that our country may not very well be the greatest country in the world right now, the sooner that we can all work together and start to restore this country to the greatness that it once had and to the greatness it once was. And the sooner that we can get this country to being the greatest country in the world again. That is my thoughts. I wish everybody out there a happy 4th of July, a happy Independence Day. And after this, let's all do what we can to restore our country to the greatness it once was, and to make it the greatest country in the world once more. Thank you.